Hi there, you are listening to Goonies World. I am Johnny Farrow, also known as Sean, and with me, as always, is Meanie, also known as Ryan.
Hello, everybody.
And, of course, we have the eponymous Goonie, also known as Colin.
That is I.
And finally, we have the lovely Lunicorn, also known as Lynn.
Hey, hey, hey.
And just for, the listeners at home, I'm also lovely, by the way. Just
You're all right.
He is lovely.
You're all right.
We're all lovely. All four of us are lovely.
Yeah.
If you say so.
We should have some videos somewhere because we're so photogenic, man. It hurts.
It's true.
We make other podcast gamers look like uggos.
Yeah.
Matt Mercer is not a bad-looking guy.
Well, I mean, yeah, but compared to us, I mean.
Right. I mean,
in general, he's not a bad-looking guy. But yes, I mean, you put him next to us, and he looks like a dungeon troll. But
Right. So it's out of respect for Matt Mercer that we don't put photographs of ourselves on.
We don't want to.
We don't want all those Critical Role people to look ugly.
Yeah.
all those professional actors and models, yeah.
right. We don't want to make them look bad.
Yeah. No. All right. I believe that Goonie is going to take us back to the world of Musterton.
Yeah. There was quite a bit that happened last episode. You guys, your compound, Musterton, was overtaken by an outlaw biker gang called the Pale Riders. And they took everyone hostage to try to negotiate the release of some of their gang members from Hardgate, the nearby prison. But you guys were able to sneak into the house of your sensei, elder sensei Uriah King, who taught you the martial art Gevurah. And he told you that this sort of religious icon in Musterism, that's called the Churning Staff of Xerxiel, is a real thing, and that it used to be kept there at Musterton, and it was stolen by a guy named Ira Troyer when he was kicked out of the compound for his sinful behavior. But your sensei told you that he believed that only its magic would help save Musterton. So your quest is to go and find this, somehow get the churning staff and then, get back and I guess use it. But he told you that this guy, Ira Troyer, lives in an apartment complex called Cibola Sunrise in West Wells, and he told you the unit number, although he didn't say the address. So if you guys get to West Wells, which is where you're headed, you'll have to try to find a way to locate that apartment complex, I guess. But right now, you made it into like a mining tunnel, and you overcame an obstacle, hopped over this pit, and then where we ended was where you heard this deep growl in the distance ahead of you.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and I think I forgot to tell you that before that even happened, you kind of noticed there's a slight, like you're going downhill. There's a slope. So you now are going sort of deeper in, and but
One
still,
of us must be a dwarf to know that.
yeah, you all
Detected
detected a slope. And, but you hear this growl, and then you can actually see this silhouette of something. It looks like some kind of creature with a long neck and a head, like jaws with sharp teeth. And it's kind of right in the way. And I believe Sean's character, what was your name? Yeshua.
I'm Yeshua Dandy.
Yeshua Dandy. And then we've got Cessily Young May. That's Lynn's character. And we got Moroni Young Smith, which is Ryan's character. And I think Yeshua was carrying the lantern. But, you know, yeah, it's in your way, and you can just see the silhouette now. You'll have to get closer, if you want to keep going forward. You were told, you remember the angel Xerxiel spoke to you, told you there would be tests ahead. So
This is the test. This is the test the angel spoke of. It's the biblical Leviathan. It's down here.
It's a test of our faith. We get to show God how zealous we are for Him.
Well, and how do you want to show that? You want to go for it, or you want to run away?
I'm going to step forward real slowly with, like, one hand out. I'll put one hand on my shovel, but I'll have my other hand out, and I'll say, "Hey, buddy, it's okay. Shh, 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 shh. It's okay. He's a good boy. Maybe I got a cracker in my pocket." And just try to take it easy. I will gingerly approach.
All right.
And by which I mean carefully, because I am also a ginger. But
Yeah.
I'll carefully approach.
And that shovel do you have, was that like a full-on shovel, or was this like a gardening spade or something? Or?
It's really more like a spade. It's more like a gardening spade. And I probably won't use it as a weapon. I'll probably use my muster foo. But you never know when you might need a good spade.
Yeah. So as you walk cautiously forward, the lantern illuminates what does look like some kind of monster. It's, you know, it's kind of yellowy, brownish color, and it kind of looks like a dragon, like a small dragon, with long neck and a head full of teeth. And it's not doing anything, but just it's looking right at you. And
Are you a dragon?
doesn't really answer you, just growls more.
Well, brothers and sisters, I'm afraid I'm brave and impulsive. And naive. So, I think Moroni is just gonna... I mean, he's got his musket or black powder rifle loaded up and ready to go, and he's just gonna take a shot at it and see what happens. Like, try to shoot in the head.
Okay,
I'll put my fingers over my ears if I notice he's going to do that.
yeah, just make a... I mean, that would give you an advantage to this sort of situation, so you can roll 2d6. Pick
And
the
then
best one.
Yeah, picking the best one's what I thought. Okay. So the highest, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, the highest even number.
The highest even number, well, I rolled a 4 and a 6, so...
Oh, take your 6.
Okay, yeah. A 6 definitely succeeds, and not only does it succeed, but you hear like a bing, and it actually shatters the illusion. This whole thing wasn't a dragon. Now you can all see that it's just this old piece of mining machinery. Now it kind of looks like a excavator, Okay, it's got the neck and the little jaws with the teeth. And it's like sitting... It's like a vehicle, though, like it's sitting on the cart rails that are in this tunnel. And it's a little rusted.
Just to be clear, we all just saw a dragon, right? But now...
That's what I thought I saw.
Well, yeah, now it looks just like some kind of excavation device.
What could be going on? We
Yes.
saw that pit of hell before, and then it was just a hole.
Well, either the angel Xerxes is testing us, friends, or someone else is trying to scare us away.
Where you're losing your mind.
We're losing our minds, but I doubt that very much. I say we march onward, good Mustarite soldiers, and just remember, not everything is what it seems to be. In addition, I'd like to point out that if there were a dragon in the Jupiter Springs universe anywhere, Plunger would probably already have at least some knowledge about it. So
It would be on his board with a
on my bulletin board
Pin
with
in
a
it,
red
yeah.
pen right there between West Wells and Musterton. Yes.
Yeah. So you guys can walk up to this machinery now, and you see that, it's just sitting there, and it's off to the side of the tracks. There's a lever, like a switch. And, this thing is on a slope. But
like a downward, like if we pull the lever, it's gonna release it and let it go down the slope, or so could we hitch a ride on this?
it's a possibility, you
I
think.
was wondering
That's
that
exactly
too.
what I was thinking. It's exactly what I was thinking. In fact, I'll lead the way. Let me climb in here. I'm going to find a nice little handhold here. All right, this could save us a lot of shoe leather.
I'm imagining like there's some kind of how to explain, like a sort of almost like a clamshell like mouth at the end of the neck.
Yeah.
This is what I was picturing.
I want to get inside there.
Okay.
Careful now, brother.
Yeah, you can do that. So this lever, though, is actually not on the machine itself. It's off to the, next to the tracks.
Okay, well, you get up there in the mouth, and I'll run over and grab the lever, and then I'll rush over and catch up and jump on. You go ahead and get on there, Cessily.
Okay.
All right, you all ready? I'm gonna pull the lever in 3, 2, Joseph Smith's shoe, 1, and then I'm gonna pull it and run for the thing. Well, if it starts moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, once you pull the lever, you hear a click, and then you can even see these two little sort of I don't know what to call them, little stopper type things that are on the track, and they kind of flip back so that now they're flush with the rails. So that was kind of locking it in place, and now it does start to slowly roll downhill.
Okay.
And it does look like it's going to pick up speed as it gets further down.
Yeah, I'm gonna run for it and try to grab it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna make a roll if that's what I need to do. I have a 4, which is complete success in this case. Yes.
Yeah, you can usually.
Not only do I make it,
You can. Well, 6 would be if you get the bonus, but 4 is definitely a success. You jump right on.
yeah.
It's only seats 1, but you can all stand. Whoever's. Moroni's in the little mouth of it, and where is who's sitting in the actual like seat of it?
Yeah, I imagine that'd be Cessily.
Yeah, probably because I'm the first person that got on, so.
Yeah, but I always kind of put my feet, my boots on the sideboard, and kind of hold on. Or there's got to be some little place to get a foothold.
Yeah, there's like a little platformer, thing you can stand on.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'll stand on that and.
Yeah, you stand on it, and it starts going down the slope and picking up speed really quickly, and you can't really see too much ahead of you, but you're going pretty fast now, and you do actually. Now you do see a little bit of ambient light coming through the roof up ahead of you, and right when you are able to just kind of make out what's in the distance, you see there's a cave-in. The whole area in front of you is covered in this, rocks from the floor to the ceiling. And yeah, it's a barricade, and you're going to plunge right into it. Unless you try to jump off, or maybe you can try to stop it, but you don't know how to do that.
Cessily, do you see a brake? Do you see a hand brake or a foot brake anywhere?
Do I? I'll start. Anything I see, start
Looks
flailing
like
around.
there's some levers and stuff, but it doesn't look like. You can fiddle with them, but this thing's not. Nothing's working.
Nothing's working.
All it would probably do is like lower the neck straight down and out like a battering ram, and poor Moroni would just smash right in first. Like, okay, fellas, we're gonna have to jump off.
Well, I was imagining that it was. Maybe I'm wrong, but are we going downhill basically backwards in this thing, or forwards?
Forward.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the mouth that you're in, you might actually be protected because you're in that metal, like clamshell thing, like you said. But the others, it's gonna. You still might take damage if you, but just thought of that now. But yeah, you guys are all gonna plunge in. The controls are, everything's like super rusty and nothing's really working. And so
I'm kind of old fashioned, so
yeah, this is like a early 1900s piece of machinery, and yeah, you'll have to if you want to jump out. You'll have to do that like quickly.
Well, I'm kind of old fashioned, so I'll like grab Cessily around the waist, and then jump off.
All right,
and
you'll have to make a roll to see if you can do it without injuring yourself.
All right, come on, here we go. That time I did get a 6. Nice. So I have a legendary success.
Okay,
I land on my feet.
Yeah, you're able to jump out while holding her. I think that's pretty good for a regular roll.
That's pretty good for legendary.
And you both are. Cecily's also like acrobatic, I think, or something. So even though she wasn't,
Yeah. Agile
like
and acrobat, and I've got an acrobatics edge.
Yeah, he was kind of holding you, but anyways, you both are safe now because he got a 6. And Moroni, what are you doing?
Well, I was imagining that these were like large, like kind of deep, sort of clamshell claws, sort of, right? And
yeah, they are.
I imagined that in the bottom claw, he was just like basically laying down in it and curled up in the bottom. He doesn't even know what's coming. Like, he's not looking outside. He's just
okay.
hanging out in there. So unfortunately, he has no idea what's what's about to hit him.
Yeah, and even though we're talking about the click clack, I imagine the rapid click clack 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 clack. He's not going to hear us talking about jumping.
Yeah.
Can we try to grab on and like slow it down?
I mean, not after you've jumped because it's going too fast.
God, no.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it plows into this barricade of rocks, and but I'm gonna, because Moroni is behind this metal, kind of like like armor. I'm gonna give him an advantage to roll to see if he made it without any injuries as it plows into this barricade of rocks.
I think it'd be funny if it looked like it spit him out. Like, ooh, and he
I was
flies
actually
out.
imagining the opposite. Like, it would slam into this thing and then just shut, and he'd be, like, trapped in there.
Get there.
But we'll see what happens when I
Yeah.
roll. 4 and a 6 again.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
Nice.
So yeah, you're completely like fine in there. I mean, you get rattled a little bit, but you didn't take any injuries. And when this thing rammed into the rocks, it unfortunately it didn't, go through, like plunge through this barricade, but it there's a big slab of rock that is now become dislodged and is fallen. Another kind of rock slides into place, so there's still no way to go through, but this rock comes out, hits the floor, and and actually cracks open a little hole in the side of the tunnel. And so probably the only way forward, you think, maybe would be to go through this, to at least look and see what's in this hole that's in the side of this tunnel.
I mean, the only alternative really seems like it would be attempting to spend hours or longer digging out this bullshit.
Yeah, and unfortunately the excavator can't really help with that because it's too rusted to be useful.
Right.
And
I was imagining like Yeshua, that's his name, I keep forgetting. Like he has the shovel, so we could like very slowly like
a spade. A little spade, hand spade. No, I think I'll see if I'm a big guy, and I'll see if I'm too big for this hole.
Well, you could like wiggle your way in, like you'd have to crawl on your hands and knees through it. You all would, though.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I'll do that.
All right. Well,
this looks like the only way, friends.
Yeah, you crawl into there, and now you see there's another tunnel, and it's going parallel with this mining tunnel, but this is a modern tunnel, and it looks like a maintenance tunnel or something, and it's going the same direction. And you'd have
Moroni, there's a modern tunnel up here, Moroni. Are you okay with walking in a modern tunnel?
Well, it seems that's the only way forward, brother, so it's fine.
Okay. All right, I'll get out and stand up in the modern tunnel, wipe the dust
I mean, it's not
off.
lit with like electric lights in the ceiling or anything, right?
I kind of pictured it as having like low light, like dim lighting, and then everything.
Emergency lighting.
Yeah, emergency lighting, and you see a little like discarded empty pudding cup in here.
Ooh. What flavor is it?
It's what.
Is it butterscotch? Because I've heard rumors that the butterscotch pudding and the banana pudding goes for a very high price in the Hardgate prison, where so many of those Pale Riders are apparently incarcerated. But I guess we can't get distracted by pudding cups. We have a compound to liberate. So.
Yes, we're on a mission. We need to stay focused and not get distracted by things like pudding.
Yeah.
Well, Moroni will totally walk through the tunnel because the alternative is too onerous. But he's not happy about it and will sulk the entire time.
If you can't see by electric light, then if you can't look at light cast by electric bulbs, friend, then just put one hand on my shoulder, and I'll keep you from stumbling.
Yeah, you're going to have a really hard time once we get to West Wells. But, yeah, you guys can walk forward. You kind of have to at least duck in here. And you go for a ways, not too long, and you actually get to the end of this tunnel. It just ends, and then there's a grate above you. It's a metal grate, and you can see more ambient light coming through there. And you think, you got to go up through this way.
Does it look like moonlight or natural light or electric light?
Yeah, natural light. Kind of. There's a little bit of. It's sort of a reddish orangish light, but it's, sunlight.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought we'd maybe been down here long enough that it was like dark already or whatever.
Well, it's sort of, it's pretty dim, but all you have to do is pop open just push up on this grate. It's not really fastened down, and you can all climb out of this tunnel.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
All right, and you do that, and you find yourselves outside, and it is dusk now, so it is getting dark. There's still a little bit of light out, and behind you is sort of the edge of that area that is called the wilderness, and ahead of you can see, you kind of a little bit on this ridge, and you can kind of look down and see ahead of you. You can see West Wells. You can see the twinkling lights, and so it's got to be West Wells. It's the only city around, so you know which direction you need to head now. And you did indeed come to the outskirts of the city.
Wow.
Well, Xerxil has guided our footsteps, so we'll guide them further. We'll need to go to town and find out where this Cibola Sunrise apartment building is, but I'm sure someone at a convenience store or something could help.
And are you going to are you going to take your lantern, carry that with you into the town, or leave it here, or what?
He would totally carry it, but I'm not clear. I assume there's streetlights and neon signs and stuff, so he would probably turn it off because he doesn't really need it.
Yeah, and you do have matches as well that you found in that pit. So you can relight it again later if you are able to return to this place.
Yeah, and what do the matches say on them again? Didn't the matches had a logo?
Yeah, it's just some little weird saying that said, "Amplify your battle cry."
Oh, yeah. That's right. That could have been a message from God, too. Because as we remember from teaching to our master, Uriah, if we were to shout out while we make a strike with our muster food, or Gevurah, to be more precise, perhaps if we cry out, we'll add willpower and spiritual strength to our exertions. But for now, I say we'd best hoof it to that town of West Wells.
All right.
Now, Brother Moroni, I bet you've never been here before, so I must warn you, it's a sinful place and a place of much technology, so you'll need to have your spiritual guard up, brother.
Yeah, and I assume that, out of character as a player, that this is like any small town in Nevada where everywhere you go there's like slot machines in every gas station and fucking grocery store and like
Yeah, I do. From my one visit to Las Vegas, I do remember they put those things everywhere they could.
Yeah,
I'm not above I'm not above a little Keno, but
having driven across Nevada on I-80, it just seemed like every little desert fucking random place that you stopped was just full of that shit. So I assume it's like that everywhere.
Yeah, even in the airport, I think when we landed there, they had slot machines there. But yeah, so you guys, you know where to walk. You start walking that way. It is getting dark, and actually, you find a dirt road that looks to be headed that direction, and you can just follow that dirt road. And yeah, by the time you get to the nearest thing, it's dark out now, just barely dark, kind of twilight. And but the only thing around here that you see is a gas station, and it's a Shell gas station, but the sign, there's the S in the Shell is burnt out.
Oh my god!
That's the HE double hockey sticks, friends.
Sure is. I was thinking we could stop and ask her, see if they've got a map, but I'm not sure that we should go to hell to do that. I mean,
well, now,
H-E-double-L.
First of all, it's unseemly to say the word. No judgment, but
I apologize,
be careful.
Yeshua.
Well, you don't apologize to me. You just don't want to bring it into existence. We're already in trouble. I'm gonna hope, friends, this is just a coincidence with a missing S. It's an argon gas problem or a neon gas problem, and so nevertheless, it's certainly unsettling. Hopefully, it's just a bit of atmospheric color. Tell you, I'll go into hell.
You said
I'll
it.
go into
You
H-E
said
double.
not to.
I know. It's so easy. I'm so sorry. I should not have judged thee. Let me. I think this will be a good place to stop, friends. Let's go here into the HE double hockey stick station and see what we can find out about this Cibola Sunrise.
Yeah. You see, there's there's one vehicle in the parking lot. Well, two, I guess. One of them is like this gray van, and it's you can just see like the back of it, and there's like three guys standing in front of it, like drinking and smoking. One of them, like that's in the middle, is like a real big old boy. They're all dressed like rednecks. As you approach, were you going to try to go inside the gas station?
Yeah, I think we should. And then also, friends, one thing I just thought of, the Pale Riders who took over our compound. They were from the West Wells chapter, so
yeah.
In case we see any of them, it would not exactly do for them to, notice that we've escaped from the compound. So just very, very careful, and listen for Harley Davidson motorcycles, and I've been to town enough times to know that sometimes the townies like to mess with us. So Okay, heads high. No make eye contact with these friends outside.
Are you still all wearing your tinfoil hats?
I can't remember how big it was. If it's like a skull cap type thing, I have like a hat, like an Amish style hat, that hopefully I could wear over that, so it's not like super obvious.
Yeah, you could do that.
I think Ryan has his bonnet.
It's a headscarf type
over
thing,
it.
but yeah.
It's like a headscarf.
Yeah, and I also have like a headscarf type thing.
Yeah.
Mainly to
But-
keep my hair back out of my face, but
Yeah, I mean, so that helps, but you still look a little bit weird, with your way you're dressed, and
Oh yeah, we look out of place, I'm sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
so
yeah.
In the
as
80s,
you guys are, yeah, it is the 80s, and but you guys, as you're walking into the station, they don't mess with you, these guys, but they all start laughing at you like. But you get into the station, and you see another kind of hick type guy in there behind the counter, this clerk. He's got bloodshot eyes and looks stoned on something, and yeah, you can talk to him if you want.
And are there, as discussed previously, sort of like slot machines and video poker
I think
and shit?
There's at least a couple of machines in here.
You got those like TVs that flash the Keno numbers, up in the corner, maybe.
Sure.
Yeah. It's the least offensive of all games of chance.
Yeah, there's no other customers in here though, and you just see the one clerk.
Well, I think Moroni is going to be immediately drawn to the slot machines, and if he's got any pocket change or anything, which is probably, I mean, I would assume that he at least, believes in money, right? So he's got like some change or whatever. He's going to just start gambling.
Yeah,
Moroni,
I don't think they have
what are you doing?
Musterton bucks or anything. So
Right.
Yeah, muster bucks.
Muster bucks.
Now, do you take muster bucks here? Okay. All right. Hey, Cessily, don't say anything to him. Let him explore the technology. It's nothing to be afraid of.
Gambling.
And our listeners who didn't hear the last episode, Ryan's character belongs to this like extreme sect of musters, even extreme for Musterites, where they didn't believe in technology, modern tech and stuff. But they've been assimilated back into the... Yes, and he could be gambling as well, but I've learned not to judge, because when I judged thee for saying the HE double hockey sticks, look what happened. It happened to me too, so it's for the Lord to judge, not us.
Oh, you're right. You're very wise.
Yes, well, it goes from God to me to you. That's how it works, because you're a woman.
Yes, I know.
I'm joking. I'm joking, of course. I don't even think Yeshua Dandy thinks that. He probably believes in traditional family setups, but he doesn't think that. All right.
Well, Moroni might. But Moroni's busy at the slot machine, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a fairly common and more orthodox religion. I mean, even in Christianity, Orthodox Christianity.
Well, yeah, it is.
Like
Old
like women can't like approach the pastor. Their husbands or fathers have to do it for them, and that kind of thing.
I don't know how common that is, unless you're extreme evangelical. But we're
Yeah, like in Musterism, I found like I decided that, well, at least in Musterton, they have gone through changes, so they're like, I try to paint them in a somewhat sympathetic light, to where they they don't even do like the polygamy, because they're probably illegal anyways in Nevada. I'm sure it is, but they also don't want to, because they know how people feel about them, having a religious compound. They don't want to be run out with torches and pitchforks and
but we have been attacked by biker gangs, so
yes.
Well, I'll approach the attendant.
Hey there, what's up?
Yes, hello, good sir. I wonder if you could direct my associates and I to the Cibola Sunrise apartment complex.
Oh,
Do you happen to know where that is? And I'd like this spearmint gum, please.
right on. Yeah, I'll get that for you. I know where that apartment complex is in, because my uncle used to live up in there. Yeah, he got busted for necrophilia and PCP, but yeah, he used to live up in there.
Oh my.
So,
Wow.
You want directions there?
Yeah, not for the necrophilia PCP, but no, there's an old associate we'd like to say hello to. Yeah, I'd love some directions and the spearmint gum, please.
Okay. Well, yeah, so you just want to take a left out on the parking lot onto Prickly Pear Road, and then you take another left on 23rd Street, and then just keep going down that way past the funeral home, all right, until you get to Cigarro Street. And if you get to the little airport, you've gone too far. Take a right on Cigarro, and then the Cibola Sunrise apartments be on the left.
So let me get this straight, friend. We want to go out of the parking lot and left on Prickly Pear Road and then left on 23rd Street.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go past the funeral home to Cigarro Street. And which way do we turn on Cigarro Street again, friend?
Take a right on Cigarro.
Right. That's right. And then the apartment complex will be on our left. And if we get to the little airport, we've gone too far. Am I correct?
You got it. Yeah, and I'll get that spearmint gum for you. And just between...
Yes, can you get me a smart water too, please?
Okay, anything you want.
Bottle of water.
I was
please.
just going to tell you that, them fellas out front, them's the Chud brothers. They got the hookups on PCP, and I can get that for you. Oh, they also got the hookups. I shouldn't even be saying this, but they do a little. You pay them a little. They got a little business on the side. You pay them a little, they'll let you come into their funeral home, because they own the funeral home. It's Chud and Son's funeral home. They'll let you come in there and have your way with any of them bodies they got in there.
I've never heard anything more horrible in my life.
Well, all
That's
right.
fucked up, even for Jupiter's.
Cessily is just like staring at the ground, and her face is like burning red, going purple from embarrassment.
All right, is that all you wanted? A smart water and spearmint?
That's all we wanted.
Okay.
Just some water and a spearmint. Yes, spearmint gum, please.
Well.
And I'll pay him, and I'll put the change in the little cup for the crippled children. And if they have
Thank
one.
you so much. He's eyeing that like there's nothing else in it.
Well, we have certainly, as we're walking out, we have certainly entered a Sodom and Gomorrah here, friends.
Well, you're walking out. Moroni is intent. Hasn't paid any attention to any of what was just going on.
Locked into
He's
that
intently
game.
locked onto the slot machine. Just one more, I'll get it this time. He's like,
Yeah, and that thing is never going to pay out, ever. But he doesn't know that.
When I realize halfway across the parking lot that we have forgotten Moroni, don't worry, we'll go back and get him. This happens a lot in Mustarite families. They're so large. My little brother, we left him at the West Wells Denny's when we were younger. He was not happy. So I'll go back in. And Moroni, brother, we must go
Oh yes, of course, brother. I'm sorry. Let me grab some things. And he's gonna go over to the beer cooler and get a case of Budweiser.
Oh no. Some of us cannot enter civilization without falling victim to its sins. We must watch our good brother Moroni very closely to save him from himself.
Well, he's gonna take it up to the counter and buy it. And
Okay. All right, man. Hell yeah. You must like to party, man.
this Bud's for me, man.
Hey, you want some PCP with that?
You got some?
Well, not me personally, but if you, I get a little referral. If you go and talk to Chud Brothers out front, the guys out front, talk to the big one. He'll hook you up.
So you're saying they got the connections?
Oh hell yeah, yeah. Talk to Bubba Chud out front.
Bubba Chud. Okay, yeah. I'll talk to Bubba Chud.
All right. Well, he gives you pay him, and he gives you the beer.
I'll be waiting at the other end of the parking lot looking at my watch and tapping my foot. But we should let this play out.
So he'll leave with his case of Budweiser and approach the guys in the van and be like, "Good evening, brothers. I'm looking for Bubba Chud."
Hey, you found him. What are you, some kind of Muscovite?
Something like that. My good friend, Brother Chud, yes. Muscovite. Yes, of course. Yes, that is exactly. You got it. You nailed it. But I heard you might have the connection for some things. So since I want to, out of character, be vague about what they have the connection for, because he only knows about the PCP and he doesn't know about the corpse fucking. So if he hears about that, he's probably going to be into that.
I want some cold pussy to go with this cold beer, please.
Oh,
Well,
good Lord.
we got hookups on lots of things. What are you interested in, young man?
There's a dance instructor that just died. Sorry.
Well, I heard my brothers might have the hookup on some partially chewed panties.
Partially chewed. Oh, okay, it took me a minute there. Because we got both. But I think you mean PCP, but I think we have panties we could sell you. I don't know about partially chewed, but definitely have panties we could sell.
It's the first acronym I could come up with. I'm so sorry. That is so stupid. Oh my god, I feel so dumb for even fucking saying that out loud. But I'm glad you picked up on what he was attempting to do. Oh my god, I'm crying. Hold on.
Best I could come up with was like popcorn cup, and then I couldn't come up with another P.
Well, I was trying to think of like penis something. But I couldn't make that
Penis,
work. So.
cock, pussy.
Oh fuck! That's so obvious now. Thank you.
I need a penis cradle provider.
We got those too.
We've just taken this way off track. You had to throw in the necrophilia and the PCP.
Oh Christ!
Oh,
I don't know how much of that
God.
is going to stay in, but anyway. Yeah. Well, how much? Now, I've never purchased this kind of thing before, so I wasn't really sure what the rate might be.
Well, for you guys, I'd say I'd give you a whole baggie if you let us have some free time with that lovely lady of yours.
Well, brothers, I don't think she's going to be amenable to that, but...
Yeah, come on over here, little lady. Let me see that. Let me see you. You like beef?
I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna hide behind Yeshua. Like,
Oh, shy now.
Oh, I'm sorry, fellas. The lady's with me.
No, everything's can be bought. Everything can be. If Bubba Chud wants something, he's gonna get it. He's gonna come forward, and the other two follow along behind him, and they they look like they're gonna try to sexually assault Cessily.
Well, I'm going to get in the first stance of the defensive posture of Gevurah. I'm like, don't make me use my stuff on you.
as am I with my staff or my walking stick.
And Moroni is going to take his rifle and set the butt on the ground and start measuring powder.
What the hell is that? All right, motherfuckers, musterfuckers. You want to fight? Let's go, let's fight. He's going to take a swing right at Yeshua, and you'll have to roll to try to evade it or something, if you want to.
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna let his momentum work against him. I'm gonna step deftly aside. I will not lay a hand on him at this point. Oh my God! I just swear I rolled a 6.
Okay.
Legendary.
Well, I'll let you decide if what you want that 6 to do in this situation.
Well, I was thinking maybe, he swings wild,
Yeah.
right? And I just kind of step aside, and he falls. His momentum carries him forward, and he trips and
Yeah.
falls.
That's what I was going to do.
On the pavement.
Whoa! So, now the others are gonna, you've got the other Chud brothers, and now they're gonna take, one of them, Kenny Chud, is gonna swing at you as well. So, him make another roll to evade that.
Okay. Well, this time I'm going to block it. I'm going to raise up my forearm in the second defensive posture of Gevurah. I'll raise up my forearm to deflect the blow. And I'll do that right now. But, unfortunately, I got a 5, which is I failed by the smallest margin, but I have still failed.
Yeah, you took a shot. Punches you right in your jaw, and it's a little sore. You were not knocked out or anything like that. But and then the other one, Jesse Chud, is also, because they're trying to knock you out, so he's going to take another shot at you.
Okay. You're not going to knock me out. I will, this time I rolled a 4, which is just a success,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Yeah, that's a complete success. Nothing extra gained. But yeah, I do the half spin, the third position in the defensive postures of Gevurah.
Pivot.
I'll do the half spin. Yeah, I'll do the pivot. I'll do the Eric Clapton left foot pivot. And pivot. And his fist will swing harmlessly by my already smarting face. Listen, you chuds, we don't want any trouble.
Musterfuckers. They got some kind of martial art. What you call that, mutter foo?
That's right, Muster Foo. And I'm going to keep him talking until my friend gets his gun loaded, although I really don't want him to shoot anybody, but still, a loud bang in the air would probably scare these fuckers off. But do they look like they're going to keep trying to attack me?
Yeah, I mean, you can do something offensively if you want. They do look like they're not going to let off, because their pride has been hurt now, They think they're tough guys.
Yeah. All right. Well, and I'm going to use I'm going to leap straight to I'll commit a slight breach of etiquette and leap straight to the 6th offensive position in Gevurah, which is something akin to a flying roundhouse backflip kick. And I don't mean like a flip. He's like spin around roundhouse kick, that guy punches me, and I was already pivoting, right? So I'll extend the pivot and raise my boot and hopefully let it crack against the side of his skull. High kick.
Okay. You get to roll 2d6 for that. Pick the best one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just because you're trained in Gevurah helps you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I got a 6 and a 3. I think I'll go with the 6.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
crack.
Yeah. You do your spinning kick right to the head, and it's like you hit an off switch on him, and he just goes stiff, and he's knocked out before he even hits the ground, and you knocked him out, and the others that gave him some pause. And I don't know, is anyone else wanting to do anything?
I would love to jump in there.
Okay, go for it.
Get my Muster Foo on.
Which one did I knock out? Kenny Foo? Or Kenny Foo? Kenny Chud?
Jesse Chud.
Jesse Chud, okay. Jesse Chud.
But Bubba Chud was lying on the floor, where he tripped. It's going to take him a long time to get up because he's so fat. But you've still got Kenny Chud there. You can attack him if you want, or what?
Oh, and I got a 3 and a 6. So I'm going to go with the 6.
Okay.
So I'm going to say, as my extra, I was just going to do like a kick, but I'm going to plant my staff on the ground and jump up and spin around the staff and kick him with kind of donkey kick him with both feet.
Okay.
Yep, just kind of flip out. I don't know if I'm describing that well, but the staff will be planted, and I will turn around it and donkey kick him with both feet.
No. The 14th offensive posture of Gevurah. Good choice.
All right, well, you rolled a 6? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you definitely succeed, and you can... I'll let you narrate that if you want. I mean, I think he'll definitely be knocked out from the donkey kick.
Yep, I'm going to knock him down on his butt. Maybe slams back and hits his head to knock him out.
Yeah. Yes. And so 2 of them are knocked out, and Bubba is just kind of rolling side to side, trying to pick up enough speed to he can get on his side, But I think unless you want to knock him out as well, you've probably taken care of these guys. They're not going to be messing with you. Although I'm sure about now Moroni's got his gun loaded.
Well, during the all these events, which probably transpired, relatively quickly.
Yeah.
He had measured out his powder. He managed to get it down the barrel of the gun. And since he was moving quickly, he just dropped everything. That at that point, he's got the gun sort of held between his knees. He pulls out a patch. He had time to pull out a patch and begin lubricating it, and then pull out a ball and set those on the end of the barrel of the gun and start pulling out the ramrod, and then start ramming the. God damn it! I'm punching my microphone trying to do the fucking motions, but like ramming the ramrod down there. And just as he's almost got it ready to go, he hasn't even pulled back the hammer and put a primer on the nipple yet, but he's almost got the ball down on top of the powder when it's over.
Okay.
I should say that even though our listeners can't see this, the way you're gesturing with the ramming the ramrod and the way you're sitting, it really looks like you might be doing something completely different.
Yeah. There's like a big old ramrod over here. I'm making it really happy.
I would go up to, Bubba Chud, who's still on the ground, and I'm going to say, listen, friend, I know you can't get up, and I've got one word of advice for you, okay? Vegetables. Half your plate needs to be vegetables in every meal, and then maybe when you get your butt whooped in a parking lot, you'll be able to get up. Okay? And I want to give you something. This is the Book of Muster. I'm like those little, pocket books of Muster. I'm going to put it in his pocket. And I want you to read that and consider, friend.
Fuck you.
And hopefully we can move on.
Yeah.
We'll go to Prickly Pear Road and turn
So,
left.
I was wondering though if you guys wanted or just planning on walking all the way there, or you do have a van here now that's,
Okay, listen. Are you? Can I borrow your car? You don't borrow this van. Can I borrow your keys? We're gonna leave it parked at the Cibola Sunrise Apartments.
Fuck you, motherfucker. When I get up,
Okay,
I'm gonna punch your face in.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. Brother Moroni, would you see if the keys are in the vehicle?
So he's going to, as quickly as he can, finish ramming the ball down the barrel. And without even bothering, because that'd just take a second, without even bothering to pull the hammer back or put the primer on, he's going to jog over to the van and see if the door's unlocked and if there are keys anywhere in an obvious location.
Okay. You open up the which door do you go to? Just
Driver door.
driver door. Okay. Yeah, you open it up. It's unlocked, and the keys are in the ignition. And you see on the passenger side seat, you see a big bag, like a zipper, like a freezer bag, zipper lock bag. It's just written on with a magic marker that says PCP.
There's not like a dance instructor in the back dead, is there?
There is no dead bodies in the van.
Corpse in
no.
the car. All right.
And it's like just a regular like cargo van or like a conversion van or.
It is I forgot to say. It's a cargo van, but on the side of the van, it's like a work van that it says Chud and Sons Funeral Home.
Okay, well, given that the keys are in the ignition, Moroni is going to jump in, shut the door, grab the bag of PCP, put it in his lap, set the rifle, butt down on the driver floor next to him, facing, with the barrel facing, kind of resting on the seat, facing back behind him, and he's going to just start the engine and then open the case of Budweiser and crack one and just start chugging it.
Okay. And you have no clue how to drive. I'm
no
assuming.
idea.
All right, scoot over you.
No idea how to drive. No idea how to drink beer.
Scoot over you.
No. He's like, fuck you, brother. It's our time.
All right.
This has escalated
Yeshua.
so quickly, like from his innocence is so gone.
I know. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if we need to see a Brother Moroni hallucinating and believing these illusions of euphoria and omnipotence and superhuman strength and sexual prowess. That's my understanding that PCP provides. So I'm going to try to do like a quick grab grab it out from his lap and before he can grab it.
He actually won't I mean, he's got both hands on the wheel. He's intent on
Okay,
I mean, because the beer's empty now, he's thrown it out the window. So he's got both hands on the wheel. He's intent on driving. He's not even really paying attention, so he'll just let you grab the PCP.
Okay, I'm going to grab the PCP, and I'm going to go over and give that to Bubba Chud, who's rolling on the floor. I believe this is yours, and then I'm going to take the can you threw, and I'm going to go put it in the trash receptacle. And I'm going to say, Brother Moroni, you don't know how to drive. I'll teach you if you want to scoot over. Or are you too big to sit in my lap and drive?
Oh, well, brother, now that you're offering, like, let you.
Now that he's given his life to sin.
He's gonna.
Oh, God.
No, this is how my father taught me how to drive the tractor. First, you start. Okay, there you go. Okay, here, move over. I lift him up and scooch under him and set him back down on top of me. And
Who's who's on that hog? I can't remember the line.
yeah, who's that hog in the rearview mirror? Yeah. Okay, Cessily, come and get in the passenger side.
Oh God.
Okay, left on. We'll bring it back. We'll park it at the funeral home for you.
Okay, and you do know how to drive, I'm assuming, because you've been into town.
Yeah, I've got
He's got a pickup.
And you have a
home.
pickup truck, yeah.
Yeah, I just couldn't get it out of there.
So you don't need a roll. I mean, yeah, you can back out, but you got to be careful not to run over Bubba Chud.
Run over Bubba Chud. You need to rethink your life.
And I'll let you drive off. And I'm going to say that, so you, Moroni, you drank a whole can of beer?
He chugged the whole fucking
Okay.
thing, yeah.
So I'm going to give you a condition, just the drunk condition, which should, for as long as it lasts, you'll be at a disadvantage in some things anyway. But yeah, you guys pull out and you can use the directions that you were given, and it only takes about 10 minutes to get there. Really, you do go by the Chud and Sons funeral home, and you turn left. You see on your left, you see Cibola Sunrise, and it just looks like a normal apartment complex. And I think we'll just stop it there this session, right as you arrive.
That's sure no 7 cities of gold, friends.
No.
Cibola.
I was absolutely not planning on. I was planning on just playing Moroni, not having this crazy character arc. But then when I was thinking, we're talking about it, I'm like, we're in Nevada. There's slot machines. I thought it would be funny if he just went off the deep end.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like somebody who's been sheltered for so long,
I honestly was hoping, because I knew what I was doing when I took you guys out of Musterites and put you in West Wells with all these with a guy selling PCP and necrophiliacs, and so I was hoping that there would be some humor, and I did not expect that you would be trying to buy the PCP.
Well, he didn't know what it was when the guy that's why when the clerk was saying, hey, well, if you want some PCP, that's why I made up the stupid pre-chew panties acronym, because he literally didn't know what it was. He was just like, oh hell, I'll get some of that. Sure, he had no fucking clue. And even then, when he grabbed it and put it in his lap, he just assumed it was what he thought it was or whatever. I mean, he didn't even. And I would like to apologize to all of our listeners for my terrible acronym.
I thought it was funny.
It was good.
So stupid.
Our listeners can suck it. That was funny.
I apologize to absolutely nobody.
I'm not sorry.
Hey everybody, if you like our podcast, don't forget to leave us a good rating and or review on Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, Spotify, or wherever you're able. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter at Goonies_world. And check out our website at GooniesWorldPodcast.com. Email us at GooniesWorldPodcast@gmail.com. Thank you for listening.